think we're almost ready to head out. I'm also taking my little bag of gummy worms with me today, just because they've been in the cupboard and I keep forgetting about them. So taking them with me today so that I actually eat them. And I think it'll be quite good to have a little like bag snack for when I want a snack. And I'll just reach in my bag and there'll be a snack, hence bag snack.
You'll like Amy. She's an artist.
I didn't show you what we'd done about my sleeping situation because I don't actually think this is, I wouldn't recommend doing it. I can't recommend doing it, but we've done it and so far we haven't been given into trouble for it. So what we ended up doing up at the mattress is, obviously we're staying here in a 2-bedroom villa and there are only 5 of us. Obviously Mum and Dad are in the master bedroom. Adam and John have the studio to themselves because it would be weird for me to sleep in a studio with them for 2 weeks. However, obviously in the studio half there are 2 actual beds with mattresses. Old QS I think is the only one that doesn't really have the sort of sofa bed configuration, or like the bed Murphy bed situation, which I think like Saratoga Springs and all that has now. So every single studio in Old QS is 2 beds. Basically what we have done is taken the mattress from the second bed in the studio that wasn't going to be slept on and swapped it with the mattress that usually lives on here. We weren't sure if this was allowed, but obviously we have had our room service since we've been here. It's not really been brought up. It's not really like harming anything or anyone, but obviously I felt a bit weird about doing it. But the alternatives are a blow up bed. That's it. That's the sort of offering. And we all know these sofa beds are getting like phased out. The wee chair bed in the back was marginally better than the sofa bed because it is a newer thing. But they're obviously all getting phased out and a lot of places are swapping to the sort of like Murphy bed situation that comes down from the wall. So Disney knows that these aren't really suitable for people to sleep on anymore. And we did contact member services just to ask if there was any like mattress toppers available or rollaway beds. And they came back saying the only thing that was available on a first come first served basis was an airbed, a blow up mattress, which I'm going to just say I have slept on at Disney before when I was roughly, how old would I have been? I'd be like 19 or 20. I slept on an airbed for a week, I want to say, at the boardwalk, and it was, yeah, it was awful. So I wasn't too interested in having a repeat of that. Our next option was we were going to maybe order a mattress topper from Amazon and just have it delivered so that it arrived here the same day we did. But we ended up not doing that. And then the idea got floated that we could just swap the mattresses around, and I was a bit like, I don't know if we're going to be allowed to do that. But so far so good. And it makes sense. There's a good proper Disney mattress lying there with no one sleeping on it when I could be sleeping on it, rather than sleeping on the crunchy, it's so crunchy, that's the best way to describe it, crunchy mattress that normally lives inside that couch. Obviously because we've not got the actual mattress for the sofa bed on it, it does just have to live as a bed the entire time, which, you know, isn't great if you're wanting to use this as more of a communal area. But we had decided before we came that this would mostly be like treated as my bedroom, because obviously everyone else has their own bedroom space, and it just seemed like the fairest thing. So basically what I'm getting at is that I have got the biggest bedroom because I am a princess. We are about to leave and have been about to leave for maybe 40 minutes at this point. But before we go, I have opened them and I do want one. I think this is a cherry and lemon. I have also just brushed my teeth. Finally made it out the villa. Now I need to go fill up water bottles and refillable mugs at the pool. That's nice, the car's parked in a wee shady spot, so hopefully it won't be hotter than the surface of the sun when we get in it.
This is getting pretty tired. Hope you have a spare. I have to get back to ALDI. No skull and no bones!
I don't have a skull. Or bones.
Only an act of true love can thaw a frozen heart.
Is he British?
Yeah, he's a Rolling Stone.
A military operation is happening right out of Frozen. Managed to pick up a drink and then straight into Indiana Jones for the 1:15. Is that what time is it? Yeah, for the 1:15 show. And then I think there's a Beauty and the Beast at 2. So we're doing quite good. I think it's worked out quite well, timing wise, but we'll just see how it goes. That's all I've said this entire time. We'll see how it goes. It's also amazingly cool in here. The fans are doing a great job. We weren't even in the queue, we just sort of walked straight into the theatre. And again, forget how good the fans are in the queue for this show. They're so cooling. I feel like all of the aircon hasn't quite been as cold as I want it to be. I think because it's getting into the summer heat. Well, weird here. I just don't think the AC's got to that level yet.
Oh no! Oh blimey! Oh.
Feels like a crime, but this is the first time I'm walking down Sunset this trip. And now I can't stop thinking about Nicole Scherzinger's or Jamie Lloyd's Sunset Boulevard. I didn't see it, but I saw enough clips of Tom, somebody whose name has escaped me. Saw plenty of clips of him walking along the Strand singing the song. And that's all my brain can think about.
Move? What move?
I'm not sure if they're pyjamas. Are they really, really soft? Ooh! But there's Dumbo, but it's so there's Daisy, Dumbo, and Bambi. That's a good selection. Wish we were not gluing things onto Crocs now. What's wrong with just having the things you stick in the holes? Because I want these, the sort of chunkier ones, which is my preferred height of Croc. I want to be able to remove these. I don't want them to be frozen all the time. My wee heart nearly broke when we were driving along here and saw all of this construction-y stuff. However, it's alright because the signs say that mod is still open and I'm so excited. I'm home! I can't explain to you how happy I am right now. It smells amazing. Another one over there. Whee! Oh! I'm so happy. Right, I've got the car key in my hand that's holding the cookie box. I'm not going to lie to you with how hot it's been. This is starting to feel like a high possibility. I also didn't actually explain what's happened. We're in Aldi. There's an Aldi in the same little complex as Mod, and we've just popped in quickly to have a nosy and see if there's any little snacks we should be picking up. And now I'm at the little water diluting juice things. So then I won't. Let's have a nosy. Strawberry pineapple, yes. Black cherry, maybe. Tropical fusion is coming with me, yep. Hello from the me who is editing this video right now. Months have passed. I don't look much different, however my braids have probably got slightly longer. These little diluting juice squishy things are delicious and I'm so sad because I'm running out. Well, I have been running out for at least, I'm checking as if I've got a watch on, as if that tells you dates. Some watches do tell you dates. I have been running out of these for at least 3 months at this point because I didn't buy enough because I wasn't sure and I didn't want to commit to something that I wasn't sure if I was going to like. However, they're delicious and I'm really, really sad that I didn't just buy a suitcase full of them because I'm now using them very, very sparingly. Because I don't know the next time I'm going to be in America and be able to get them and our Aldi doesn't have them and it makes me sad. Anyway, I'm going to go back to edit. Okay, bye.
I like that one. I like the black more one. Black.
The bronzy kind of. No?
This one more.
I suppose that's a wee bit more. I see what you mean.
It's alright.
No, that's a bit less definite flowers. I'm not entirely convinced we're going to get my dad out of there. But he's out. I have done... That is a terrible parking job. Who let me park this car like that? We're at Target 2.0. This is not the Target we normally come to. And that looks like it's holding some rain in it. Or being at different Target means there is more clothes to look at. So I'm going to need to look very quickly so I don't annoy people. My dad's partially heartbroken because we can't seem to find the microwavable bacon in this specific store. So I've said I'm going to have a quick swoop and see, although I don't actually know what the packaging looks like, so probably not the best person to be doing this, but oh well. Our evening has taken a bit of a turn for the wild goose chase. We're back at where Mod is in Crumble, and Aldi's away over that way. We're probably going to be popping into Aldi in a wee second again. My mum's lost her glasses, like her sunglasses, and their prescription, so we're trying to find out, or we're trying to hunt them down basically. She only realised, so we left Target and she tried something on there, so we went back there first to see if it was in the fitting room. Wasn't in the fitting room, checked with customer service, wasn't, like they hadn't had them either. So we're just retracing our steps. So we're back at Mod. If they're not in there, we'll pop over to Aldi. And if they're not in there, I don't know where they are. So yeah, could have done without this. We'd also went to go to like Old Navy and Forever 21 and that sort of area, but there was like alarms going off at all the shops. Then we just drove to the Gap outlet instead. That's where we've left my dad and Adam. And yeah, it's been a strange evening, strange afternoon. It's like 7 now, I want to say. Yeah, 7:05. We were hoping to be back in Hollywood Studios by now. Don't think that's happening because we're not in Hollywood Studios right now. We're in a car park. But yeah, it happens. It's one of those things. I hope she gets them back. She's walking along. Okay, they must not have been in Mod because I can see her walking towards Crumble. Oh, I better go and get her. She doesn't know where I'm parked. Just realised that. That was not a successful lift of the lid there. That's going to be helpful. That was an inhale. What's that? Oh, I bet the churro one's falling off. What a shame, I'm supposed to clean that up and it accidentally ends up in my mouth. Didn't stay in the room for very long there, just dropped all the shopping off. Had no joy finding Mum's sunglasses. We traced our steps to pretty much everywhere we'd been, and no joy. She thinks they're probably in Target, but we don't know where. It's obviously a very big shop and they hadn't been handed in yet or anything, so we're heading back into Hollywood Studios to hopefully catch the later Fantasmic. We're going to be too late for the early one. Yeah, pop in, enjoy the atmosphere of the park a wee bit, and yeah, hopefully see Fantasmic to round off our day of shows at Hollywood Studios. Turns out a great place to watch the Epcot fireworks is the Hollywood Studios car park. And also our balcony, as we discovered from last night. So we're heading into Hollywood Studios, like I said, for Fantasmic mainly. But, and you won't believe me when I say this given the outfit that I'm wearing, I would quite like to ride Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, only because I want to dance with Daisy. Part of the reason I was wanting to go in to the park tonight is purely because I hadn't yet worn this dress. And I'm thinking going forward it's going to be a sort of multiple parks per day thing. It's Thursday, it's Friday today. It's Thursday or Friday today. It's Friday today. Tomorrow is May the 4th, so we shan't be coming here. I think it might be crazy. So I think we're avoiding here. Might come back in at some point, but again it'll be part of a sort of multiple parks day. And as much as I adore this dress, it feels too specific to wear anywhere else. I'm just so familiar with this view now. I feel I'm never out of Toy Story Land. Well, specifically at this time of night, just because this is my third time coming in this trip. Deviated from the plan slightly, because it had to be Mania, it's only 15 minutes. We're not even having to wait for Mr. Potato Head tonight, so it seemed like a no-brainer. My mum's not done it yet this trip, so I hope I win. Disney jail. Something appears to have happened. Nothing's working. Oh wait, our sights are back up. Something appeared to happen and we didn't do the first two, I want to say. So yeah, That was an interesting Mania. I know there's a wee ramp thing. It's an interesting go on Mania. I don't really know what happened, but we told the cast members after it and they weren't aware that it was something that happened. But we went on and so we done the practice round, and then the first one, I can't even remember what each layer is. The first one we just kind of breezed past the screens and we're stuck in a wee no man's land sideways, and then the second one we were facing what we were supposed to be doing, but the blasters weren't working, so it wasn't until the actual third round we could do anything. No idea. We told the cast members and they offered to let us ride it again, but we've got things to do, places to be and people to see, so we'll take our wee half shot of it and be on our way. Runaway Railway is saying it's 15 minutes. It's 20 to 10. I don't know actually, we might be playing with fire. Maybe, because I'm thinking even if it is an actual 15-minute wait, the ride, how long's the ride? Yeah, should we just head over? Right, we're foregoing it so I don't get to stand and stew in the Chinese theatre. This is the first showing exiting. Just judging by the absolute stampede of people heading towards us. And we are in to the amphitheatre, the dulcet tones of Ashley Tisdale. We appear to accidentally have found ourselves pretty front and centre. I feel like I was led to believe that this was more difficult to get a seat for. Maybe we're just lucky, or maybe we did join the queue at an obscenely early time. 10 minutes until start time. And at least 5 sections are completely empty. I also love this pre-show playlist of like the mid-2000s Disney Channel stars doing covers. Like rocked up covers of Disney songs. It's great. That's a nice sparkly coat. came, we saw Fantasmic, we conquered, and we successfully shut down Hollywood Studios for the second time this trip. I don't know how many people there are still left in the park, but it was very, very quiet and very empty. and I milked it a wee bit, taking some nice photos of all the beautiful neon and old Hollywoodness. And just like that, I am in my favourite place in the world. Bed. Specifically, bed in Disney World. That was another really, really great night. It was just me and my mum. We went in an hour before the park closed. Went on Toy Story Mania. I always still call it Midway Mania. I can't help it. I like alliteration. I've already told you about a ride vehicle having a mind of its own and just going wherever it fancied. But the cast members did offer, like I said, to let us ride it again. But by that point it was about 25 to 10. And we didn't really know with Fantasmic. Obviously the showtime for that is 10:30 and the park closes at 10, and we didn't know if you would still get in to see the show after 10 o'clock. We weren't sure if it was like a hard sort of cut off like what happens with the rides. It didn't seem to me like that was the case, but again, we didn't want to chance it. So Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway was at 15 minutes, which would have taken us up to about, wait 1 second, maths, to about 10 to. But then my brain had the thought of, what if it's slightly longer than 15 minutes, and therefore by the time you go on it and actually do the ride, which is however many minutes long it is, we could have missed Fantasmic. Again, I don't know if that's true. You might still get in after 10. I didn't Google it, so I just kinda guessed. So I didn't get to dance with Daisy tonight, but I danced with Daisy in my heart tonight instead. Fantasmic was great. I have not seen that show since I was maybe 6 or 7, I want to say, and my family had done like the sort of Fantasmic dining package, and all I'd remember of it was that I was dressed as a Little Mermaid and my face was painted as a cat. So I felt like I was kind of seeing it for the first time. Obviously I've seen clips of it over the years and all that, and I know that new things were added when it most recently came back up. But it was really cute. Definitely, we were definitely in the splash zone, but it was actually delightful because it was so humid tonight that the sort of water spray was very, very welcomed. It was a pretty quiet viewing of it. Like I showed you about 10 minutes before, there was about 5 sections that still weren't filled in. They didn't really fill in that sort of 10 minutes before the show started either. I don't know if we just really lucked out with a quiet night. I would imagine it would have been quite a quiet night at Hollywood Studios because people will be saving themselves to go tomorrow instead, to be all like Star Wars-y and stuff. And obviously there was 2 shows tonight, so maybe the first show had a lot more. Obviously we saw the people from the first show exiting down Sunset because the park was still open at that point. It's very hard to gauge when you see all those people coming at you how many people that actually is and how much space that would take up in the amphitheatre. So not a clue. Not a clue how busy this first show was compared to the second show. But yeah, our show is pretty quiet. My sort of one thing is, and it's not anything to do with the actual show Fantasmic, it's not anything to do with anything other than just I'm going to have a little baby whinge about people. People doing things and expecting things to be done for them. And this sort of opinion does, you know, come from me, a chronic theatre kid, and someone who has worked like sort of front of house at a theatre. Cast members at the end are obviously walking along picking up all the rubbish that people have left behind, and I'm just like, that really? You couldn't have just, you know, picked it up with you and put it in a bin on your way out? And I know the cast members are there and they're doing their job or whatever, but it's just something that's never really sat well with me. Anytime I'm in a theatre scenario and I've got something, I'll just take it with me and put it in the bin, and it's one less job for people to do late at night when they just want to go home. Again, it's probably just because I've been in the position before where I've been literally on my hands and knees trying to scoop up popcorn before another show comes in like an hour later. So I can only imagine what the scenario could be on a packed out first and second show of Fantasmic. But anyway, I do need to put myself to sleep now because it's an early morning tomorrow. We are going to Animal Kingdom to finally do the safari. Finally. We got to do Kilimanjaro safaris, head to Rafiki's, I can't say Rafiki tonight, head to Rafiki's Planet Watch to do the animation experience. I would like to see Finding Nemo, Big Blue and Beyond, is that what it's called? Big Blue and Beyond? And also Feathered Friends in Flight, which I'm not convinced I've ever actually seen either. My mum has seen it and she said it's great, so I would like to see that. And there's also a little small part of me that might want to do It's Tough to Be a Bug, just because pest control are coming in soon and it's going to be, the anthill's going to be like set on fire, so might as well see it while I have the chance.
Okay, go home.
So that's the plan for the sort of first half of tomorrow. I don't really know where the rest of the day will take us. I feel like it's just sort of flying in now and I'm already having the going home dreads. I've been having the going home dreads since I got here, which is again a really cynical thing to be feeling. But yeah, I'm going to stop thinking about it and I'm going to go to sleep so that I can get up nice and early and have a super fun morning at Animal Kingdom. So I'll see you in the morning. Okay, I'm going to eat my 2 mega stuffed Oreos and go to sleep now. Good night.